Here we are with the Scouring. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to do some practice and go over an old replay, a game we just played. And we're going to see what we could have done better. First part of getting better is identifying our mistakes. We'll turn on enemy vision here. We got a game we played against Gaudy Goat. We're probably about the same skill level, I think. We've had some good games together. Right off the bat, he goes for a barracks. I go for the 2 barracks. Which is probably not the best opener, but it's kind of fun to get a lot of units out quick and get map control. And ideally that's what it should be used for, not to win, but just to get map control and get out in early expansion. I probably should have expanded down here initially to take more of the map, because there's a nice choke point right here. But we'll get there. Grunts coming out, they start getting some potions. We got Overseer is the script on this one, which means these guys will be guarding the bases, using their slow spells and their ice storm. He adds his logging camp in now. Like I had a little lead on workers, but I tend to stop making workers around 20, and I need to work on that. Gotta keep making workers. Bad habit from Warcraft 3, you didn't need so many workers in that game. And yep, right here, could have been making workers, could have had the food up sooner, should not be starving in this build. Gotta get that farm up much faster. He should be out on the map creeping already. He should have had those 4 out there already.
We are starving!
He waited for 5 to fill up on the potions. Not a bad idea.
We're under attack!
Getting these trolls is good. Right here, not making workers. 4 workers mining right now. That is not good. Too focused down here on the battle, which is fun. Gotta remember to keep the base on the hotkeys and be checking constantly and making them workers. Gotta get into the habit, the rhythm every 10 seconds. Workers take 12 seconds to build. And check it every 10 seconds. Check your barracks every 10 seconds. Grunts take 12 seconds to build. It gives you time to respond to them too if you check it every 10 seconds. Having that charge helps take out these archer camps a lot faster, which I like. I don't like taking too much time on those because you can get ambushed, like right here. Nice little battle. Definitely got them outnumbered. You saw my units were kind of weak, but they had potions at the way. So now I can't push in too hard because of that overseer. It'll turn things around quick. Let's see here. Needed to keep making workers. I should have had an expansion up by now. Almost got enough resources. And should have had them. By now. Should have had 12 mining on this a while ago on gold. So that is where you want to be. Not 7, not 6, not 5, but 12. Alright, got this little tower here. Probably could have pushed in. He is low on food. But, you know, with that overseer stuff, might have lost everything. Finally getting that expansion up. 4 minutes, probably around, you know, 3 minutes would have been better with this mod. You could do it a little earlier even. Very fast expansions with the overseer because he will respond to a building that's being built, a town hall being built. So you can get your expansion up real quick. Right here I could have gone in and grabbed his troops, but I was going for the creeps over here. I'm going to try to, the more of these you get from his side of the map, the better, because that's gold you're getting each one you kill. Alright, got 2 troops out here getting these monsters here now, and that's good, and that's good. What could I have done better right at this moment? Workers. Workers still not there where they need to be. We could have 40 right now. And we are nowhere near that. Where is he at with his workers? He's 21. He should be doing better with his too. Both learning.
We're under attack.
Fast forward a little bit here. There's a bunch of my troops. And things kind of stagnate for a little while here. Let's see. Let's fast forward a little bit. And check in right here and see where we're at here. So, at this point, I've gotten up to 36 workers with 2 base. He needs to get his expansion up. He's at 26 workers. Got his second racks up, making archers. More archers than I made this game, I think, which was good for him. Alright, at this point, I should have taken this 3rd right now. That's something I should have done. This cool little cinematic camera. Cool. Trying to get some troops up there to get those archers, but he just got too much here. Too much. And the overseer did not respond here because it's not a town hall. It's too far from the town hall. He will not respond to every building. Almost getting his barracks. I'm trying to see if these guys will go unnoticed, trying to keep him busy, but he kept noticing. He kept noticing popping grunts up there, and look at all those misses. Cool. Oh, we got dropped with a potion still. Sometimes you have to manually do the potions. They will use them automatically, but you need to do them on your own a lot too. Yeah, those guys are getting cleaned up there. So. Workers should have been making workers. Should have been making food. We're at 360 out of 584. Not good. Should have been making a lot more cannons by this point. I probably should have had 2 forges out and another tech facility by now, and probably gone T3 by now because I'm almost worker capped. So yep, should have definitely had T3 by now. Tier 3. The Citadel lets you get more workers and lets you get the highest tech.
Work complete. Work complete.
Alright. We're both just kind of building up here. Not a whole lot. Hard to push into the overseer. I mean, we could have both made more archers and sniped him down. 20 archers or so. You split them up into different little groups and you can kind of get him because he can only blitter one group. So that would have been an option. Riven sooner would have been another good option. Capped on workers needed the upgrade much sooner. He went tier 2 over here at his expansion, which is a smart idea because that's probably where more combat will be. Definitely a good idea. Something from Zerg and StarCraft. Something you do, upgrade the layer where you're most likely to be attacked. That way it's not going to die. But I tried to set up some defenses here, but needed more on the attack front. Need to send more attacks out. Need to be busier on the map. And needed to take this middle base area sooner. So there we go. I'm going for some little attacks on the sides. 16 minutes in. Probably should have done that around 14 minutes. Might have hit better on his tech. He's cranked up a lot of troops in that amount of time. So these guys are just going to get eaten up. This one was trying to find his third base, was not there. So that double prong attack did not really have the right effect. Supposed to distract him with one side while you do damage with the other side, but did not do that right. So there's another mistake. This should have been saturated by now. We got extra workers around. That tier 3 would have helped. That extra 20 workers would have helped. Did he just have one ribbon factory this game? He sure cranked him out. We got a lot of lumber. Having that logging mill really helps. A lot of lumber. He's got a nice army there. Let's see what supplies are. He's at 932. I'm at 1176. But mine is scattered about a lot of his workers and a lot of his cannons. All over the map. I was trying to slowly push ahead here, and he caught me trying to set up the defense line there. So that was not great. I should have backed up here. I should not have fought here. I should have backed up to my cannons. Once again, I had cannons all over the map, and I did not do this fight at the cinematic mode here. Hard to tell who's who's. Well, his archers there. And these are my mostly ones here. My ribbon, my archers here. Do you believe? He's got a lot. He's got a lot of front line there, though. Yep, that's most of his front line. And yep, I just fought. I had all these cannons. Oh, 2 cannons just sitting down here. Cannons all over, not doing anything. And the overseer was too far away. Putting in a town hall here to get the overseer to pop over would have been smart. Something I'll probably do in the future. Just kind of step town halls out to where you're trying to go. Keep this guy going with the base. And idea you can kind of use that as a mobile. Oh, that was good carnage there with that blizzard. That was nice action. Love that. Cannons coming in, finally firing from the distance. Yeah, we'll clean that up, but that was a big hit. Big hit. Got 800 food to his... He's at 600, so... He mined out this location. I have my 3 bases going. Really should have a good position here. But I just didn't push out. I probably should have pushed out here instead of staging up there. I should have pushed out. It wasn't the best place to stage up. Should have pushed out after that and at least expanded down here. That's what I should have done. Use that advantage. He just cranked ribbons. He did do double ribbon factory. That's how he was able to do that. So you got lots of ribbons out here. And with that, he's going to be able to do some stuff. And he's up to 1,000 food already. Catching him quick.
Work complete. Work complete. Work complete.
Good defensive line, but he went all air at this point, so that didn't do a whole lot. And he did not have that much defense in his base. I really could have pushed in by now. Kind of wait too long. Should have brought cannons with me here. Try to get some necromancers out. And then he kind of swoops in from the back, surprises me,
Work complete.
and he's pretty much just able to wipe everything out. Overseer there, we're getting low on health, and I come in here casting some Death Cloud. Tough to get the hit there. Not sure what was happening there.
We are starving.
Yeah, those Necros need some support, not the greatest on their own. There was a little try to push in over here, it looks like. And he just couldn't get through.
Send them for food.
Overall, I was in good position right here. Should have pulled the troops back, staged up defenses better, and instead I try to push in here. He's trying to trap back there. And I'm just getting throwing those spears, and here come the munchers. And it's archers with a flank. Good move. Mowing everybody down. Cannon blast him. Yup. Pushing in there was a mistake. Should have stepped back and saved my position here. And because I did that, I was not able to properly save it. Had to just retreat. Abandon that. Yep, that spell just leaves them at low health, does not totally kill them. So you need to have some additional units out there. You need some archers with that death cloud.
We are starving.
There we go, we're good with the archers there too.
Research complete.
But looks like it's just too much. He clobbers everything down. Boom. I feel like I definitely had a lot of advantages that game and just did not utilize it properly. Defenses were not set up all the way. Cannons were not made properly. Should have had 2 forges cranking cannons. Should not have thrown away so many troops. Should have made more workers sooner. Tech sooner. And that's about the summary of that. So that's about how you go over one of your own replays. Go look at your workers, make sure you're making workers, make sure your production facilities are cranking. Make sure you're not floating too many resources. Figure out if you have a lot of lumber, why you had so much more lumber. And those guys probably should have been on gold somewhere or doing something else. So, yeah. Lots to take into consideration. It's a nice complex game, but it's a lot of fun. Even if you lose, it's a lot of fun. And it's fun to just watch the carnage, watch the cannons shoot, try to defend. That's kind of why I just stay in these games for a while too, just to watch the battles. It's just entertaining. And you can kind of test, like, you know, who would take out what, how good a cannon really does, you know. You still get a lot of information from these games, even when you're losing. Like, where will the range of this guy be? I think he'd be shooting by now. He's up pretty high. There we go, and he's shooting way out there. Wow, and this cannon shot from way over there. They just changed that with a recent patch. Changed the cannon range. It's way better. If I had more cannon staged throughout this base, it would have been way better. These ribbons would not have been able to get in the back line and take out my farms. You need to protect your farms well and centralize them. That's something that my farms were all over the place. Made it easy to pick them off. Centralize everything. Plan out your base large, because it's going to be large. Plan so, yeah. Interesting. Good game. Good game. Feel like I learned a lot. Hopefully you guys did too. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one.